This is the analogy that I would give to somebody if I wanted to explain to them what it means that you're already worthy the way that you are. Like, just for simply existing, you're worthy. This is the example I'm going to start giving people, just so they can really understand what this means. Because this is the epiphany I just had about watching that video about Lexi, Sadie, and Grandma recording them on Moody, and Sam just being on her laptop, completely ignoring them. And that was just how she was as a mom, permanently. Lexi was literally just walking around, cute as ever, like, she could do no wrong, okay? Just, literally just, like, everything she does is cute. Like, the way she's stomping and walking, the way she's smiling, looks up at, literally, she doesn't have to do anything to be cute. She just exists, and it's fucking cute, and it's adorable, and it's precious, and it's special, and it's worthy, and she's valuable, and she's, like, loved. She's divine. Like, everything about her is pure, not just because she's a child, but like she's just existing. She's like a baby, just exists, and you think it's cute. The way they close their eyes is cute. Just for existing, they're cute, okay? Sadie, the same thing. She's sitting on that little table. She's just so cute with her little, coloring or whatever, and she's just talking random things like, oh, is this purple? Write my name, like a princess. Like, she's just existing. And I would tell people to imagine themselves. So they think they're unworthy, right? They think that they have to do something in order to gain approval and worth. And the first part of that is, like, you probably feel that way because when you were a child acting adorable as ever, somebody around you wasn't giving you that kind of attention and attunement and presence and validation, for you existing, being good enough, right? They just probably dismissed you and ignored you. Because they were busy, they were unconscious, they were shitty fucking parents. So you start to feel like, wow, I'm just being myself, and I'm not getting the love from my mom that I want, that I crave. And you start to pick up that I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough, otherwise why, mom would love me, mom would be present with me, she would give me attention. So you start to develop this idea that you're not good enough. So then you start to perform and you start to do all of these things to get mom's attention, right? To get her to give to you what it is that you know that you need, you deserve, you crave, whatever. And so you start to act certain ways. And then you realize, what are the things that I'm doing that are actually getting attention from mom? What are these things that I'm doing? Oh, when I do this, she pays more attention to me. When I do this, she pays more attention to me. So they start to become that person that gets them the attention from mom, therefore, abandoning their true self and constantly doing certain things in order to get love. And then they grow up and they spend the rest of their lives picking partners just like this mom or dad who ignored them to try to finally get that love that they needed in childhood from this one person. So they go for partners exactly like that person who wounded them to, undo the damage. This is the cycle. This is why people are unattracted to these abusive people or unhealthy people or unattracted or unavailable people. But if you actually looked at yourself as an adult, that as an adult, you are still this child who literally is just worthy and precious and wonderful for just walking a certain way, for just doing like nothing, just being, existing. If you can just associate yourself with that child, that you're still that child, that you still don't have to do anything to be worthy and to be precious and to be adorable. You just are you. Then maybe you would understand the concept of you are worthy just because you exist. Because the way that you would look at a child, a 1-year-old child, would you ever think that that child is not worthy of just existing? That what they're doing is not worthy? Would you ever feel that about a child? No. You look at a child and you're like, oh my God, every single thing they're doing is good enough. Everything they're doing is good enough. Okay, especially if you're like a good person. Like if you're a shitty person, they might be like, oh, you cry too much, whatever. But most good people aren't like that with their children. So yeah, everything the child does is fucking just perfection. Everything's perfection. Why is it that we lose touch with that? Well, I already explained the trauma behind it. That's why, because our parents, make us believe that we're not. And so we lose touch with ourselves. And we feel like we're not worthy. If I was worthy, then I would have gotten attention for just existing. But I didn't. I didn't get attention for existing. I didn't get praised for that. I didn't get recognition for just walking. for just talking, for just existing. I did not get any love or attention for just existing as the cuteness that I am. I was ignored. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't important enough to my parents. They were too busy with other things. But when I came and said a really funny joke, or made some sort of banging sound, or cried really loud, or did something really extraordinarily great, that stood out or got their attention, that's when they gave me attention. They gave me attention for that. They recognized me for that. So I have learned that I have to do these extraordinary things in order to get love. That just for being normal and ordinary, that I cannot be loved. That it's just not enough. Because why? Because no one looked at me. When I was just being normal, no one fucking looked at me, and no one was fucking present with me. As much as they loved me, they didn't show that. They didn't show that I deserve to just take up space just for just being here, This is exactly how trauma gets formed. This is exactly how the feeling of unworthiness gets created. This is the process of how it gets created. Everybody feeling like they're not good enough and that they have to do certain things to get that validation, to get that approval, to get worth. I don't know, to gain self-worth, to gain worth, I'm worthy of something finally. When it's you just are worthy because you are. A baby is worthy. A baby is valuable. A baby is just perfect. A child is perfect. You are a child. You still are. You still have that inner child. You are perfect. You forgot how perfect you were because of your conditioning, but if you remember that you're still that child that if they just walked a certain way, it was the cutest thing ever. Today, you walking the way you walk is just the cutest thing ever. And you need to see that about yourself. You need to, no one's going to give that to you, right? Maybe, but you can't depend on other people giving it to you. I'm not saying people are unreliable, don't rely on other people, but I'm just saying, give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. See yourself in that way. See yourself as I'm worthy for just the way I'm sitting here. The way my hair looks right now, the way everything about me right now is fucking perfect. It's so good enough. I can't even tell you. It is so, worthy of just being here, taking up space the way I am. It's so allowed. And it's marvelous. It's a beautiful expression of who I am and of who you are in every given moment of your life. You're just a beautiful expression of you. And that's enough. You don't have to go above and beyond and put on an act or bang on the table to get some sort of attention, and then that's when it's okay, now we're gonna fucking praise you because now you did some things. Now otherwise you weren't important enough. Yeah, no, you had no value before, but now that you're doing things, you have value. This is the message that we received from our parents, okay? And now you must think differently. You must start to think in a way of you just being ordinary, boring even, I don't know, not doing anything. That is so fucking perfectly valuable and okay and lovable and emanates worth. I don't know, that's just you. It's just you. It's you. It's enough. It's enough to be you. Imagine a child, a 2-year-old child. It's not enough to be itself. You want it to be more? No, we don't want a 2-year-old child to be more. It's just perfect. It's the cutest little thing. Just as you are. Especially when you honor yourself, especially when you are true to yourself, especially when you're not putting on an act to perform. But even when you're putting on an act to perform, that's still a part of you. That's still a wounded part of you, which is something to still love. Understand, have compassion.